Well, I think you can't really underestimate the significance of the spot ETFs.
Billionaire Michael Saylor speaks on the significance of the over 8 Bitcoin spot ETFs that most likely will get approved in January.
It's not unreasonable to suggest that this may be the biggest development on Wall Street in 30 years. I mean, the last thing that was this consequential was the creation of the S&P index and the ability to invest in all 500 S&P companies via one trade at the same time.
Now, of course, when the S&P 500 got invented in the early 80s, we saw what happened next in the decades to follow.
So this is very eagerly anticipated,
as this will be new institutional money.
Most of the money in the Bitcoin market right now is the hodlers and the traditional crypto investors. Mainstream investors, mainstream retail, mainstream institutions have not had a high bandwidth compliant channel to invest in this asset class until these spot ETFs. So I think in January, the approval of the spot ETFs is going to be a major catalyst. It's going to definitely drive a demand shock. And then that will be followed in April with a supply shock because there are about 900 Bitcoin a day available for sale by natural sellers, the miners. And that number is going to be cut to 450 Bitcoin a day in April. So it's a pretty big deal.
Now, of course, nothing is 100% sure, but BlackRock, NASDAQ, and the SEC have continued to meet regarding the Bitcoin ETF. Actually, the SEC has now met 24 times with Bitcoin ETF applications, including 5 times with BlackRock. It's happening, so what will that do to price?
And that puts Bitcoin where a year from now?
Higher.
How much?
Well, one thing to note, in the United States, crypto heavyweights have amassed $78 million for an industry super PAC.
Contributing companies include Coinbase, which issued the announcement, also including Andreessen Horowitz, ARK, Circle, as well as individuals including Brian Armstrong, Ron Conway, Fred Wilson, and the Winklevi.
And this will help make sure pro-crypto candidates and pro-crypto regulation has a fair shake in the United States.
The super PAC, called Fair Shake, has already spent more than $1 million on TV advertising for House candidates in this election season.
So raising $78 million for a super PAC is a big milestone. The goal of that PAC is to elect pro-crypto and pro-innovation candidates in 2024. And there's 52 million Americans out there who have used crypto now. That's 5 times the number that have a union card. It's 3 times the number that have used an electric vehicle. And so this is a massive constituency, and they don't feel like their voices are being heard.
Now, if you're interested in making money with cryptocurrency, click subscribe. We drop 1 video per day, keeping you informed. But this is a call to action. We are not out of the woods yet. Stop the crypto ban that's currently going through Congress, literally written by the banking lobbyists, as well as Elizabeth Warren. The Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act is a crypto ban.
Senator Elizabeth Warren has introduced bipartisan legislation that would ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the United States. We cannot underestimate her efforts. They've already gained the support from almost 20% of the U.S. Senate. Senator Warren claims that the bill's purpose is to strengthen the anti-money laundering requirements for cryptocurrencies. However, the bill does not demonstrate a technical understanding or knowledge of how digital assets actually work. This legislation is nothing less than an effort to kill cryptocurrencies in the US, and it's a part of her larger agenda to pave the way for a central bank digital currency.
And we literally have proof that this bill was written by the banks.
This is Senator Roger Marshall. He is the lead Republican sponsor of the bill, who at a private event admits that the bill was crafted by the American Bankers Association.
The first thing we did is we went to the American Bank Association and said, help us craft this. We want crypto to be held up at the same standard as you are. That's about all I know about crypto. Okay.
This is the same industry who spends up to $100 million a year lobbying Washington. Bankers like Jamie Dimon.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to talk about.
And of course, subscribers to this channel understand Jamie's true motivation.
While Jamie Dimon is testifying in front of Congress in favor of Elizabeth Warren's bill that would ban Bitcoin, his company is operating its own blockchain network that does over $1 billion a day in transactions. This is yet another example of the regulatory capture that is far too common in Washington, D.C. It is critical that the United States leads in the deployment of advanced technologies, including cryptocurrencies, and does not get caught in the churn of Washington's special interest groups. Make your voice heard today. Don't let Congress.
Now, of course, we have Brian Armstrong and the Crypto Super PAC to help us in the long run, but I want to make a change today. Stop the Crypto Ban has a little over 1,000 signatures. Can the Altcoin Daily get this to over 10,000 signatures? At 10,000, they have to take it seriously. There's a link down below. Stop what you're doing. Take 30 seconds. This could literally change the direction for the better.
And that puts Bitcoin where a year from now?
Higher.
How much?
You know, we could probably keep a bunch of economists and modelers working all day long to calculate the supply, demand, and price elasticity of this. I don't think we've ever seen, you know, a 2 to 10x increase in demand combined with a halving in supply in a scarce, desirable asset that people want to hold for a long period of time. So I think we're expecting 2024 is going to be a major bull run for the asset class. We just don't know how far the asset's going to run at this point.
Now, I will be sharing with you an updated low-cap altcoin list for 2024. Comment down below what altcoins, low-cap altcoins you think I should include, because this industry, led by Bitcoin, is just getting started.
Our goal with crypto is to get it plugged into all areas of the economy. We want the massive pools of capital out there that are in endowments and institutions, pension funds. They should all be able to participate in this new asset class. And so I think mostly it will be a complement. We'll see large new pools of capital come into crypto. I think that's part of why we've seen Bitcoin prices be up 90% year to date in anticipation of this. And there's also going to be a huge retail and institutional segment. They don't just want to own an ETF for Bitcoin. They want to actually own other crypto assets, or they want to earn staking rewards on their assets, or they want to actually participate in the crypto economy.
It is raining so hard here in Los Angeles right now. I hope you're safe at home. Hope you're accumulating, learning, hodling, whatever it is. I just want to take this opportunity and tell you I appreciate you sticking with us in the bear market. These last few years, nobody cared about crypto. People were trashing crypto in the mainstream media. You stuck with us, you accumulated, and we are ready into this next halving and beyond. And that's not to say that dips won't happen. Anything could happen tomorrow. But long term, me, like you, so bullish. I'll be reading the comments. Hopefully we can get that petition to 10,000. Checking now.